where Happy's place is being filmed. Those stages are right next to each other, so Ms. Reba McEntire can wander back and forth between both sound stages. Keep your eyes peeled. You never know who or what you might see on the sound stages or on our background. On our left-hand side, also, that's the Hollywood Ocean, which you may recognize as the Amazon Basin from Creature from the Black Lagoon. That classic 3D creature feature hitting theaters 70 years ago this year, back in 1954. Now, from the 1920s right up through the 1950s, Universal was known as the monster movie studio, primarily because of the next location where we're headed on our tour, Little Europe. Little Europe, we can make to look like anything you need, from Transylvania for Dracula, Egypt for the Mummy, the Welsh countryside for the Wolfman, even the Afterlife for the hit NBC comedy starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson, The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the Afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
You can catch all 4 seasons of The Good Place on our streaming platform, Peacock. You may also recognize these sets as Genovia from The Princess Diaries 2, or the fairy tale kingdom of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Snake, come in.
Both of those projects from Disney Studios, or also on Disney Plus. This is the setting of the TV series, The Mysterious Benedict Society. But I know and love these sets from those classic old monster movies like Frankenstein, starring Boris Karloff, The Bride of Frankenstein, The Invisible Man.
Now we're talking, everyone. What's up, Claudia Camacho? Thank you for support.
In fact, I can almost see those.
Thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel. Appreciate
their pitchforks and flaming torches.
Now we're talking. We have a lot of people. I have a question for you guys. Do you get notifications when I go live on YouTube?
Medical emergency, please pull it again. All right, just simply raise your hand. I'll be back to help you out in just a moment.
I'm a child. It's true. Excuse me, I feel like to use the washroom. I'm gonna explode. I'm sorry, everyone. Is it possible to stop at a washroom? I'm really sorry. I have to go.
You need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a moment.
I'm so sorry.
Junior saying that might help.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we have a guest who needs some assistance. We're going to get that coming to the tram as soon as we can. In the meantime, we're going to just keep plugging along here. They will meet us right here in front of our next attraction where we're headed. We're headed to the hot set of Soundstage 50. They're going to meet us right there. It's about 15, 30 seconds away. So here comes that assistance right now. Meanwhile, here's a little bit more about monsters and Little Europe.
I think Universal would think of monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera, classic films. So just that Frankenstein image. It's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. And I was just mesmerized by the Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney. I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me. It's still ringing our memories now.
Real person.
Well, we're approximately halfway through the tour.
Damn,
I wanna
nice,
remind
everyone.
everybody to please remain seated. Reach up and pull that red cord if you need assistance. The studio is private property. If at any time during the tour you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, just reach up and pull that red cord. I will be back to assist you, but please remain seated at all times. And now, as I mentioned, we are headed onto this hot set of Soundstage 50. We've caught them on a break in production. We're going to be able to sneak on and check things out, see how things work on a real active soundstage.
We're going in, everyone. Smash the like
button.
button.
To shoot some special effects and stunt sequences on this two-story set filling Soundstage 50. You can see all the detail and craftsmanship required to create a big, complicated set like this. We are creating a metro subway station. Seems like maybe trip something. Everybody sit tight.
Ah, we're dry land.
Bringing the set into the 21st century. That attraction, of course, was based on Jack.
I love this tour, everyone.
On Amity Island, the small New England town that's been terrorized recently by a great white shark. But that's all in the past. They caught the culprit. He's hanging out there on the pier. And Mayor Vaughn has ordered the police divers into the water, including my pal Officer George, to sweep the harbor, make sure it's safe for us to return to the beach. And oh, there's a shark. That's a shark. That's a shark in the water. Everybody stay on the tram. Don't get in the water. Don't get in the water. Shark, shark, shark.
Josh has always been here, everyone. Right as old.
It sounds like you enjoyed meeting our mechanical shark, Bruce.
What do you think, Snake's Army?
Named after the mechanical shark from the 1975 summer blockbuster Jaws.
Remove Lord P, everyone. Remove him from the life.
Because for all 12 seasons, beginning in the 1980s, it was the site of the hit CBS drama Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. This goes to show you even our sex unprepared with the characters on the body of the Now, Jaws, Earthquake, both great examples of practical effects in the studio tour. And in a moment,
200 people in here, everyone. Smash the like button.
Introducing us to the next practical effect on our tour. We're just going to reunite our wayward guest with her party and just take a few minutes here. This is a great opportunity to really check out this beautiful practical set that surrounds us. Some of the sand from the beach and these houses with their little gardens. You can see why they used it for Cabot Cove. It does look like a New England beach for that TV series, as well as the advantage that we have for Jaws. And as I mentioned,
20 years?
is how we're going to introduce the next.
You haven't been here in 20 years, so.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968.
Everybody's fighting here about something.
100% chance of rain. Flash flood.
We achieved this effect using sound effects, lighting effects, and the practical effect of water from our overhead water sprinkler system. Where can those sound and lighting effects Here comes the rain. What is more relaxing than the sound of a fine afternoon? Now, our sprinkler system is a little bit different than the sprinklers you have at home for your lawn. Our sprinklers are big, 24-ton panels with what looks like shower heads pointing straight into the sky. So the camera can capture the falling water like naturally occurring rain. Did you know what happens when you let the water run too long? Brace yourselves, everybody.
$252 now.
That's over 10,000 gallons of water.
Snake, come in.
We'll recycle every bit of it, send it back up to the top of the hill to use for our next demonstration. Look at how we use that actual set in the movies.
I leave everything to Snake's Army. She takes care of Snake's Army takes care of my life.
Now Now it's time to say howdy to the Old West.
I just sit and
Universal
relax,
Studios has a
everyone, and
very
enjoy.
long history producing Western films from our very earliest days, from our silent era in the early 20th century. The sets that surround us have been used much more recently than that. Constant use for films like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino for Columbia Pictures, as well as countless television shows including Crossing Jordan, Matlock, Quantum Leap, the recent revival. Here's some examples of
I
how
think
we
there's
use
a
these
Fast and
Western
Furious
sets through the
cars
years
around
with
here.
some of our favorite Western
Probably.
stars. Now these Western sets, they're also known as 6 points because during our silent era of filmmaking, we were able to film 6 different movies on these sets at the same time. Those early days were also the very beginnings of our studio tour. Our founder, Carl Lemley, would charge admission to the general public 2 bits, which is 25 cents. And for that quarter, you got a box lunch and seating on grandstands they would erect here in 6 points. And you could watch all 6 movies being made at the same time, cheering the hero, booing the villain. A lot like attending a live theater performance, totally unlike the quiet on the set that we were
Hey, your mind
filmmaking.
is yours. Are you supporting?
Now, one of the reasons I love those classic old westerns are those action sequences, the barroom brawls, the shootouts at the OK Corral, performed generally by stunts, professional men and women who carefully choreograph those sequences so they can be repeated over and over and over again for our camera. Keep that in mind as you check out this next clip.
You just want to stir things up here. Then I am.
How dare you? Now in a moment, we'll have an opportunity to see our Jaws attraction from a different elevation. It was created, of course, in collaboration with Oscar award-winning director and producer Steven Spielberg.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the tram. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks.
The weather is good out here.
But it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
We're going to take a turn now on
Every day is the same here at Universal Studios. There's a lot of people. Every day.
This is the neighborhood from Never Have I Ever, the hit Netflix comedy produced in conjunction with Universal Television Productions. All 4 seasons utilize these mostly exteriors. And coming up on our right-hand side, this light blue house, that's Ted's house, and his hit series on Peacock.
Let the festivities begin.
How many we got?
Well, let's see. We got 20 items.
Fantastic.
Do you think we're getting too old for this?
Oh, come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service here. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
You may also recognize this neighborhood as Wisteria Lane because for all 8 seasons of the ABC hit drama from writer-producer Mark Cherry, Desperate Housewives, This was its primary filming location.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
Bye-bye, Pangler. They're gone. Bye-bye. I want to know from where are you guys watching from? Can you let me know?
Now, why would television and movie producers want to use our neighborhoods instead of setting up shop in your neighborhood, for example? Well, there's no neighbors here to come home. We can make as much noise as we need to, stay up as late as we have to do all filming done. And we can even change the color of these houses or maybe
England?
an empty lot if we have to. And speaking of suburbs, as we make our turn, check out this faithful recreation of the Lion Estates gates coming up on our left-hand side where Marty McFly
Hey,
and Back to
J-Dub,
the
I'll
Future
give you a
can
shout
live
out.
in the home of tomorrow
J-Dub,
today.
thank you
A
for
film
watching from
produced
England.
by
Appreciate it.
Steven Spielberg, a name that comes up again and again on our tour
Small town,
because of his long partnership
250
with the
people
company.
in Western New York.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. It was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. And when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left. And then I had the entire
Sophia Moret from Hollywood, California.
Movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot.
Next place I'm gonna go is I'm gonna go to England one day, everyone.
On our left-hand side, some of our favorite
Probably
picture
this
cars
year
from
I'll be there in
the
England.
Some cars from the Jurassic series, the live-action Flintstones, Fast and the Furious, and Paramount Pictures Transformers.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a vacation, everyone.
Suspense thriller Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins and Janet Leigh.
But thank you guys for supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys.
These are the original sets from the classic 1960 thriller. And with that much history, there's bound to be some ghosts lurking among the shadows. Keep your eyes peeled.
Come in, Snakes Army. Remove this Goohei 22. He's out. There we go. Oh, I missed that one.
Next up, The War of the Worlds, another film directed by Steven Spielberg from Paramount Pictures starring Tom Cruise.
Peace out, bro. Where do you work? Your mine is yours.
It's just something you don't see.
Later this evening, we are expecting the president to address the nation with updates on his visit to the UN yesterday morning. After declaring a worldwide
There's approximately 10 minutes left in our tour. I want to remind everybody to please remain seated. Reach up and pull that red cord if you need assistance. We'll be returning to the theme park very shortly. We're about to head to Jupiter's Claim, the actual set from Oscar Award winner Jordan Peele's.
I'll be here during Halloween too, everyone.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic small.
This is like my 17th time I come here, everyone. 17 times already.
Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Library. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the European hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world of no.
Well, we've learned a little bit about how we make movies. Now it's time to be in a movie. Here's the role. You've witnessed a terrible crime. An international crime boss, Owen Shaw, is after you. So we need the protection of our family. And Dom Toretto and his crew have told us to meet him here at Sullivan's Garage so they can protect us. Please remain seated at all times. Keep a firm grip on those personal belongings. The ride is about to get very rough one more time. And remember, for your own safety and the safety of those around you, please, no flash photography while we're indoors.
I don't know if I could film. I'm gonna mute it, guys, because I don't know if this is copyrighted. I think I'm gonna turn it off the live. I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for your support, for watching me on YouTube. And I'm out. I'll catch you next time. Love you guys, all subscribers.